All right, so this past weekend we took a quick trip in our trailer and van, and I had a little 12-volt connection problem inside the trailer that I wasn't able to get to before we left. So I just took this Jackery unit and used that to power up a light bulb and charge our phones and a couple other things. Okay, so on my trailer and in my van, I actually have 100 amp hour batteries. This one's a lithium battery, so it's super rad. Works great, but the internal connection for my 12 volt wasn't working right. So what I did in the trailer was just throw this Jackery here on the counter. We used this little light bulb. It was like one of my favorite $8 purchases we've ever made. It's actually super bright, plenty bright, even with just one bulb. It's not as cool as our like old school 70s vibes. This one isn't working, so we would use this light at night and right out the Jackery, and then charge our phones. And we had a fan there. We didn't really need it, but it was ready to go. And all without having our functioning. Usually we hook this multi-plug into this 12 volt connection, and then then we can charge or run all the 12 volt appliances inside the trailer that way. So this did the job. It only dropped down to 40%. I already started charging on the solar. Only dropped to 40% while we're at the campground. We used it for 2 nights, so can't go wrong with that. I was glad that I had that on hand. It could be any power station. I'm not really shilling for these guys, so this one happens to work, and I'm glad to have it. And it has other functions. You know, a lot of things you buy for camping, they only have a camping function, or they might. It's great to have around the house for backup power needs. So power stations are definitely more expensive than, you know, having components of battery and inverter and all, and a MPPT charger and all that. But once you add all those things together, and the fact that you can grab it with one hand on your way out the door, or in the middle of the night, or you know, if the power went out, is maybe worthwhile in and of itself, especially if you haven't yet built out your rig. When I get this rig back on the road, hopefully that's sooner than later, it has no secondary battery, doesn't have an inverter or anything like that, but I can just take this and a solar panel and my 12 volt fridge and a USB light bulb, and I'd be able to charge my phone, all that stuff without using the starting battery. That's a reason why you could just grab a power station if you want to do a no build, you know, or you're just getting started and you haven't yet decided what your needs are going to be or how you're going to camp long term. That's definitely a reason to do that. Start with a power station. Even if our house battery somehow, you know, went down, or a cable, you know, got wonky, which is very possible in this beautiful fun trailer, still would have had a power supply in the trailer. That came through in a pinch for me this time, and I would recommend keeping a power station in your travel rig as well. All right. Hope that is encouraging or helpful. All right. Say bye.